So I decided to make another video and weigh in on the latest controversy over role-playing in my little corner of the internet, and that's what's called 4D gaming. It's a term I think that was phrased or coined originally by Shawner, and what it means is everything happens in character. Or as Table Runner Crispy puts it, role-play solves everything. Now, MrMaxBoivin made a couple of videos about this and caused all kind of controversy, and I guess people jumped all over him for it. But he made the claim, and I agree with him, 4D type role-playing is objectively better than other types of role-playing. Now, why would I say that? Again, to paraphrase Shawner, well, as long as everyone's having fun, isn't that what we're here for? And I would say, no, not entirely. And there's a reason for that. Yeah, you're sitting here, you're cracking jokes, you're asking questions out of character, and you're enjoying yourself. But after a while, people come to realize or feel that this is not really captivating on an ongoing basis. It's not fascinating. It's not deep or rich or wide enough. And let me give you an example of that that's a little bit clearer. Before I was a role player, I was a war gamer. When people start playing war games, they start with simple games. If you're old enough to remember Napoleon at Waterloo, that's an easy board game to learn. If you're playing miniatures, you start with some easy set of Napoleonics, and you advance up to something like Legacy of Glory, or one of the more complex simulationist type systems. But the reason you do that is because as you play these simpler systems and you get a taste of what this can be like, you want something that's better, broader, deeper, richer, more of a challenge. So you move up to something like, Panzer Blitz. Then you move on to something like Squad Leader. And people have been playing Squad Leader for 30 years. Why is that? Because there's a depth to that and a richness and a width to it that means it's engaging because it's a really good simulation. There are literally multiple notebooks of rules for advanced squad leader. There are hundreds of different counters and weapons and variation. And you can simulate almost any squad level battle in World War II using it. There's a depth and a richness there that's engaging and continues to challenge you. Same in role playing. Yeah, I can sit with my friends and I love Paranoia. Love playing Paranoia. Great game. Would I want to do a campaign of it? No. If that's the only game I had to play, I wouldn't role play it very often or enjoy it that much. Why? Because it's two-dimensional. With 4D role playing, in the same manner as in war games, you have a richness and a depth that develops because you're in character, you're thinking like your character, you are behaving as your character. And that means as plot twists occur, as things happen, you're engaged. Far more engaged than if you're not doing the 4D style of role-playing. And you're helping create that. You don't get that in other versions of role-playing. At least not that I've seen. Another example of this is look at Critical Role. Wildly successful, draws people into the hobby. Why? Because they watch the scripted episodes and they see all these fascinating things happen. But the problem is at your game table, there's nobody writing a script. However, with 4D role-playing, you can get the richness of the storylines, the character arcs, minus all of the jokes and the extraneous crap that detracts from it that you see on Critical Role. You can get the immersion part and the story building part at your game table, and that's what keeps people coming back. That's why people saw Stranger Things. I want to try D&D. They tried it. They played it the non-4D way, and after a very short period of time, most of them got bored with it and quit. If they'd have played in 4D games, they wouldn't have quit. ask yourself, and this I think is kind of proof positive. Think back about your most memorable moment in a role-playing game, and I bet you that 3 out of 4 of you or more will think of a moment when you were in character and something amazing happened in the game and you felt it as your character before you even realized that was going on. That's what 4D is about. And that's why, in my opinion, it's objectively better. It holds people in the hobby long term, and it builds worlds, and it builds new experiences, and it does it better than the other versions. Go ahead if you want, make a response video, put it in a comment telling me what an idiot I am. Feel free to respond. I would like to hear what people say. But that's my opinion, and I think Mr. Max was right. Thanks for listening.